Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm here today to talk about I don't know if this is gonna be like a story time and a review, but it's both. So I want to say about because it's 2025 now. Like earlier last year when I moved to a new place, mind you, I always been a big anime fan, and when something really intrigues me, I often gravitate to it. And I be wanting to know so much, and like it just be stuck on my brain forever. But it's this movie that I seen. And you know how when you see a song or you see some on the internet, you keep seeing it on whatever app you use, but you always be like, nah, I ain't clicking on the clickbait or something like that. Hold on, let me flame my blunt. But yeah, like I had been seeing the name of the movie called Akira. It's post apocalyptic. It's a post apocalyptic anime about Neo Tokyo. I'm gonna get into it and why I like it, but I had clicked the movie and at first when I seen it, I ain't really like get the full engagement. I ain't get the like the full grasp and the Easter eggs and stuff like that. I had to make like my own interpretation off of it. Like, but from the first time I had seen it, I actually liked the movie. It genuinely made me like, yeah, I'll watch this again, or be like, this is one of my top movies. I didn't know it was a whole lore and universe and backstory behind it, but I rocked with the series. I rock with any animator that have me like, hmm, oh, what's about to happen next on Phonium? So this whole past week, I'm actually watching it right now. I'm watching it right now, bro. But yeah, so what was intriguing about it? It involves powers. It involves lessons. It involves like you know what I'm saying, real crucial stuff. Like, and if this was to happen in real life, this is why God don't give people powers, you know. But so the movie is basically about kids with like mental mental prowess powers. You know what I'm saying? Like they're able to do things with their brain or whatever. But the main character of the story doesn't even have powers. His name is Kaneda, and his best friend Tetsuo. Tetsuo. He Tetsuo. He was always like the runt of the gang. You know, he was always the runt, and during the opening scenes of the movie, he had got into a bad accident. They like in a bike gang. You know what I'm saying? They ride bikes around the city of Neo, Japan. But when they was going against the clowns and stuff like that, and he had skirted off in front of the group. Tetsuo is like a hothead, you know what I'm saying? But he's seeking for like that leadership role, you know what I'm saying? Because he was always the runt. He was always the smallest. He just felt like nobody loved him or paid attention to him. And he felt like one day when he get on top, he gonna show everybody. He gonna show all you niggas. You know what I'm saying? But he's really a psychopath, bro. Like, and he didn't realize the error of his ways until the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like any villain, it was like the Grinch. You know, but what you call it? He got into this accident, and it was one of the special kids that I was telling you about earlier about with the powers. After coming in contact with him and the boy and one of the test subjects used his powers. It awoken his his latent powers. You know what I'm saying? So they get into the accident. He get abducted by the government. His best friend, Kaneda, still looking for him. The whole gang looking for him. He ended up breaking out of the facility. He stayed breaking out of the facilities in the movie. He started to see visions of Akira and like the prophecy, this and that, undergoing major headaches, and like that was just his powers kicking in. And from reading the lore and going over all the Easter eggs and stuff like that, I feel like if he never took the drugs and he just let his power sink in, and like he didn't over start using his powers, you know what I'm saying, to become like this Fidel Castro type, human. You know what I'm saying? Like you giving a kid who's always been feeling like he should be the leader of the world, and then you give him powers. You know what I'm saying? He finna get to killing shit. You know what I'm saying? Been picked on his whole life, and he's an orphan. But yeah, what else happened? So his powers start to activate. He's starting to see these visions. He's having massive headaches, and he don't know that that's like his powers kicking in. He's only mortal, so it's hard for what power is within him to be held within. I've also learned they said it's harder for the adults. Like if an adult was to have this power, it would be hard for them to harness it because they would do it for evil. They would use it for evil. You know what I'm saying? But going into his story, he break out the facility. He starts to see that he has powers and stuff like that. They capture him again, put a sedate him, but now it's like too far gone. Now he's trying to resurrect Akira. So Canada, the government, um, the U.S. Army, everybody's against this. It's a race to go get Akira. I'm kind of going off the manga, and I'm kind of going off the movie, but it's basically the same but different. But yeah, Tetsuo, his powers start to kick in. He becomes very arrogant, very dictatorish. Like he start killing, try to kill his friends, try to kill everybody. The only person that he like really kept close to him was Kahori, which is a girl from school. Felt like she was the only one that was like down. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kaneda went through thick and thin trying to save this boy, let him know like you still my little brother. You just be tweaking, folks. You feel me? Like, so I want to say some major key things. Battling the government. They blew off his motherfucking arm with solar beam lasers from outer space, bro. From Tony Stark, on some Tony Stark shit versus Thanos. You feel me? Like it's something out of straight out of Marvel comics. On Fool's Greed. Like fucking movie was action packed. Going towards the ending though, like going towards the ending, his superiority complex was like up there. Like it took some mentorship from like a message from somebody who has special powers too. That told him like you need to he became a heavy drug user. He popping pills to taking care. That's what messed him up. Like if he would just let his powers naturally kick in, and like because towards the end he started progressing to a point where he didn't need the drugs. He never needed the drugs. The drugs was hindering and killing him. If like he was popping bags, boxes, like mountains of perks and X and all. They say up is down, and smiley faces, downers, and all type of stuff. Like all type of stuff. Um, his powers became overwhelmed, and he became this big flesh baby. Like he reverted to his original form state, like as a human with all this power, and like it caused a big bang explosion, like basically like World War IV, and he was born into a new universe. He ended up sucking in his best, like if you can see what I'm talking about. He ended up absorbing everything around him, including his best friend. But his best friend was saved and was put back on Earth to finish protecting it. But Yeah, like Akira is a great movie, bro. I don't know how to get in depth into it without getting depth into it, but this is a great story time for me to reflect to y'all. You guys should watch it. With that, every description, I'm gonna just start putting my link tree for sure. But I don't want to make it too long. It's late, YouTube. So I'm gonna drop this. Tune in tomorrow.